Hello friends, here we are once again in the workshop, but this time we're here with our Goblin Laser 2200, and in this video we're going to take the hood off and see what it's like inside. I think it could be a bit dirty. Now it's a bit of a faff to get into the guts of the laser. You've got to turn it over. It's quite tall, and then you've got this flappy cover that goes down. But there's only 2 screws to it, so you undo these 2 here. And that, he says, should be it, because I can't see any other screws around here. So now we need to flip the machine back over, and we should be able to remove the hood. Do it like that. Let me bring you over here so you can see better. There we go. Oh, I've got too much stuff on this bench. Let me bring you around a bit. There we go. That's better. So yeah, should just now be able to put the handle down, and it should lift up at the front and then just release like that. And it does, which is great. Oh my goodness, there's an awful lot of carbon dust under there. Look at that. That's really quite shocking. Let's put the hood out of the way a minute. So you can see now, this is the inside of the laser. I'll turn that light on. It makes it a bit better so you can see it. I don't know if that helps or doesn't. We have the motor here. We have the brushroll cover here. Just going to see if that's, oh yeah, a little bit carbony. We've got the suppressor. There's the fan casing. The moulding for the air ducting. Here's the lever that raises it up off the floor. And the belt here. So in order to change these belts, this belt is a little bit slack. So let's get that off. It's not the best idea because you've got to undo this screw here, and then you can release the brushroll cover. In theory, anyway. I think that's what you need to do. Oh, there goes the drill. No, you don't actually. Excuse me. There's another screw here, down by the ducting. I mean, what an unbelievable faff. You imagine if you were... I'm going to turn that light off for a sec. That's better. God, yeah. I mean, what a ridiculous way to change a belt. You've got to take all this off. You've got to take the hood off. Then you've got to take this cover off just to be able to get to the belt. I mean, it's mental. That really is crazy. But at least we have access to the brushroll now, so that's good. We pull it out, like so. And the brushroll itself is not too bad. It's by no means the best. It is ball race though, which is good. That's always nice to see. I wonder if we can. I can pull this. Can I pull this end cap off? Oh, this one's really tight. Oh no, that ain't coming off. All right, so yeah, see, that one's really loose. Really, really loose. And this one is really, really tight. It just popped off. Could you believe that? Would you actually believe that? It just literally came off in my hand. The actress said to the bishop. So yeah, at least now we can pop some oil on these bearings. So let's give these brushroll bearings a bit of a lubrication. Just work that in a bit. And we'll pop this back on and keep the oil in place. And then let's do the same on this side. There we go. You can probably spin this around like that now. Oh yeah, the brushroll feels a bit looser now, so that's good. There we go. And pop that one on. And hopefully, yeah, that's a bit better. I quite like the end caps. I will say that for it. They're decent metal, so that's good. We need to find a belt. Let's have a quick look. I think we use a turbo power belt actually. That should do it. A nice new old stock packet of belts there, which we got from Jeff. So let's pop that on. Let's do a quick size check. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah. Definite size difference. So now we need to get this back in. clean out a bit of rubbish from the housing. Slide the brush roll back in. So, got to make sure the belt is in the right place. Otherwise it'll snag on the body. There we go. Yep, that's good. And let me put this ridiculous assembly back on. Oh god, even that's not easy to do. Right, there we go. I think we're good. And that cover is back in place. And does the brush roll spin freely? Yes, it does. Cool. So now I think what we'll do is we will take the cover off the motor and we'll have a look and see what's lurking under here. Now, in order to do this, we need to take the bellows off. So I'm probably going to move your position now so you can see better. This really is not the easiest machine to work on. I'm not going to lie to you, it is a bit of a pain in the rear. So first of all, we need to get rid of all this, all these clips, and then we can undo this. I think we'll get rid of the suppressor whilst we're here. We don't need it, so it can go. Let's just take the wires out, like so. And then what we can do is we'll just snip the suppressor at this point here, like so. So that's our suppressor. That can go in the bin. Don't need that anymore. And we also need to remove this bit of chop block, so that can go. And now we have numerous screws around the motor. And I believe once we've got those out, oh no, no way! I need to take the brush roll out again. Not the brush roll, but the cover. How annoying is that? Because look, it covers up that there. So yeah, best to get that out of the way. Now we've got all these screws to undo, so let me just get those out. There we are, that's all the screws out. There's quite a lot of screws there actually. Quite a lot holding it down. So we should now be able to pull this out. Oh, actually, yeah, this I need to remove the cable tie that's holding the bellows on. Oh, this is tricky. Because you've got to move it around and then snip it off, because there's not enough room to snip it where it naturally is. And I need to remove the dust box to get some access. You can see here, guys, why the laser is an absolute pig to work on. It is a pig of a machine. But there we go. At least we'll only have to do this once. So there's the cable tie off. And now we should be able to remove the motor casing. There we go. There we go. Lovely stuff. Oh, that's interesting. Look, something has caught in the fan there, and it's actually melted the top of the motor casing. This is all incredibly soft plastic. It's so soft. In some ways that's quite good because it's got some give in it so it doesn't break, but then you end up with this situation where something gets caught in it and it melts it. It's not ideal. Right, let me just get rid of this cable tie here. A classic old style Goblin motor. They use this motor from I think 1976 onwards. This is essentially the same motor that's in the Housemaid. You know, our beloved Housemaid. It is the same tin can style motor. I'm just going to vacuum this off a second. And now we can extract the motor from the body. Do you need to take this with you? I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've done one of these. I'm sure you could just be able to, yeah, you could just bend it out of the way. That's it, there we go. So yeah, there you are. That's our classic Goblin tin can motor. Literally a tin can, because it's great quality. So yeah, wonderful. Let's take that out. So we've got the switch and the motor, so we can get rid of this body now. Let's move the laser's body out of the way. Pop it down there. I mean, it's unbelievably light without the motor in it. The machine is really unbelievably light anyway. But without the motor, it is shockingly light. Let's just bring you down a bit so you can see a bit better. There we go. Put you like that. There we are. Right, so let's whip this fan off now. And this shouldn't be too difficult, he says. Where are my grips? Buried, of course, with everything in this flipping workshop. Let's just get the fan off. Squeak. Very much Turbo Power-esque, these fans. Very, very similar. Very similar to Turbo Power. They feel almost the same as well. Although this is slightly cheaper. You can move these more than you can on a Turbo Power. But anyway, let's get the spacer out of the way. Let's suck this off a bit. Surprisingly small bearings. Just do that a minute. Let's get rid of this dust. Oh, actually, no, am I making that up? I think they may be the same size as Turbo Power, actually. Yeah, could be. It's kind of deceiving seeing it in this mounting like this. It's yeah, it deceives the eye. But whilst we're here, we can give it some lubrication. Oh God, that feels so much freer. Just doing that, it's so much freer, unbelievably so. I'm not going to take this apart fully. If we look at the commutator, I don't know if you can see it from there. You might be able to have a glimpse at it, actually. The commutator looks really nice. Yeah, there's nothing amiss with that. It looks really good. So we will leave that be. Let's just pop some oil on the top bearing here. Yeah, my goodness, that oil has made a massive, massive difference. It is amazing to think that this motor is so old. Well, well, this motor is 30 years old, but the fact that it dates back to 1976, and they were still using it in the 90s. I mean, it's just unbelievable, really. And apparently, from what I've been told, the early motors were actually riveted. These later ones are screwed. They have screw threads on this side of the tin can, so you can actually just use 3 screws to combine them. But the early ones, from what I understand, is they were riveted in. And if you notice here as well, there's a cooling fan here, and it's below the field coil. So the field coil is here. So even if you took this apart, you took this top section off, you'd have to remove the field coil, which is pressed in. See these indentations here? These indentations actually hold the field coil in place. So you can't just take the top of this motor off and take the armature out. In order to take the armature out, you take the top off, you've got to take the field coil out, and then you can take the armature out. I mean, it's a terrible idea, frankly, because, you know, who wants to go through all that faff just to get the armature out? It's mad. Absolutely, it's mad. It's mad that's gone mad. Anyway, let's get this fan back on. Fan fitted. Yeah, that's feeling so much better now. It's really good, actually. And then we need to get the body back and put this back in. The problem I have here is that I need to get the motor back in, which in and of itself is not a problem. The problem comes when you try and refit the bellows. You can't really see it there because the shrouds are, the fan case lining's in the way. But this is incredibly hard to get back on when it's like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to whip the bellows off from this point and then just take it off completely. You'll see it now. You'll be able to see the laser bellows in all its hideous glory. There you go. There it is. It's so sticky. It's just gone really, really sticky and nasty. Having said that, though, it's not split, which is amazing. So I'm going to clean this up first, and then I'm going to refit it on later. But we'll pop the motor back in. I'm not going to film myself fitting the bellows back in because there will be so much swearing that this video will not be suitable for viewing by anyone. So let's just get this motor back in, like so. It sits like that. There we go. Is this? I don't know if you can see there. There's an indentation just on the top of this cover that lines up with the oh goodness me, my brain's gone. The motor mount, this end. Oh, flipping heck. How did I forget the words motor mount? God. Anyway, so now we pop the motor cover back on. We might have to bend that fan case down a little. Like so. Don't go too mad because it'll foul the fan. Oh, I should have cleaned that out, shouldn't I? I'm a dirty sausage. Cleaner, and now we should be able to get this back in. Yeah, there we go. Good. Let's get these screws in. And that's our cover returned, which is lovely. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean these bellows, and then I'm going to refit them and put the cable tie back on. But as I say, I'm not going to do that on camera because there would be too much swearing. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Perhaps I was being a little too hard on the laser because that wasn't too difficult to get that back in, actually. I am pleasantly surprised it wasn't hard. So now we just need to reconnect the loom, which is very, very simple. As soon as we've lost that suppressor, which is always good, pop the neutral in and do him up. Pop the live in from the switch, just like so. There we are, lovely. And now we'll just remount this little chop block. Where's your screw hole? There we go. Gotcha. Pop that down there. Trying to get it in the way of the pulley. I'm just going to clean that shaft off a little bit, make sure there's no oil. And let's pop the Brushroll cover back in for the second time. Don't think we'll be taking it out anymore, at least I hope we won't be. Lovely stuff. And now let's get this belt on. This is slightly tricky. We've got to go past a little post there. With the help of a screwdriver we can get it on. There we go. Belt is back in place. And I guess what we should probably do is give it a run, shouldn't we? Once it's like this, let's move that screw out from underneath it. That'll come up and take someone's eye out. Where's the cable gone? So let's plug the laser in and just give it a run whilst it's like this. That sounds pretty good, actually. Not bad at all. For a 30-year-old Goblin Laser, I ain't going to complain at that. So I think that's everything back in place. Those screws come from underneath, so let's pop this hood back on. Oh, we should probably give that a clean, shouldn't we? Yeah, let's give that a quick. That'll do us. Don't want to go too mad on it. I want to put a bit of foam there. It does it does amuse me that there's a Goblin copyright symbol here. Yeah, Goblin. As if anyone in their right mind would want to copy this. They would have to be clinically insane. Why would anybody copy a laser? Why? That would be bonkers. Right, let's get that on, like so, and then we can flip him over. Mind that flap. Oh, getting all dirty marks all up the side. Have I missed a screw? Oh no, that's not from this machine. I've got a screw there that looks like it's from this cleaner, but it's not. One. Good. So that's that all back together. And the machine obviously does need a really good clean. I'm not going to do that on camera, that would be silly. Where's the dust box? Which is pop the dust box back on. Put that like that, move that over there, bring that up like so, and there we go. Still filthy, but at least it works. And there we go, friends. A quick whistle stop tour and rather quick service of a 1991 Goblin Laser 2200. Now, whilst we're all going to sit here and say it's awful, it's a terrible machine, the quality is absolutely horrific, when you think about it, that was really quick. We got into that motor really quickly. All right, there's quite a few screws to undo, but actually it's really simple. So from that point of view, if you were going to change the motor, or maybe even change the fan, which you had to do quite frequently on the lasers, it's actually quite easy. It's quite simple. It is a very simple vacuum cleaner, and I like it for that reason. It's simple and it's easy to work on, and its biggest selling point and best feature for me is it is so unbelievably light. Look at that, there's one hand. Here's my other one. I can just pick it up, move it around. Yeah, incredibly light, which makes it easy to use as well because there's no effort on your wrist. It's, yeah, you know, from that point of view, actually, it's all right. It's all right. I'm not sure laser deserves the amount of hate it gets. I'm not saying it's a great vacuum cleaner. It isn't. But, you know, let's just sit back and appreciate these 30-year-old lines. No, actually, let's not, because they're bloody terrible. So, on that note, thank you ever so much for watching. Just to say, I'm going to clean this up off camera, and then we'll have one final video of the machine in use. So, look out for that. It'll be coming along to you soon. But yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to do the usual commenting, subscribing and liking. It really helps me out. And I always love hearing from you guys too. So if you've got any experience of the laser, let us know. But until the next video, you guys take care and I'll see you soon. Bye.